It's winter time, but you'd never know it in southern Arizona. Let's leave our coats behind and go have fun in the desert. After leaving the Midwest, we spent the rest of 2024 at our home base in Washington State. January found us in Mississippi to be with family and friends, but also brought with it the flu, laryngitis, and a stomach bug. Thankfully, we recovered just in time to continue with our travel plans in Arizona. And our first stop in Arizona is at Chiricahua National Monument. This is about an hour and a half south of Tucson, and we are already in love with this place. We drove the Bonita Canyon Scenic Drive. It's about an 8-mile paved drive into the park, and we are at the end of the road, and these views are spectacular. I think we're gonna like Arizona. Nicknamed the Wonderland of Rocks, Chiricahua is home to rhyolite pinnacles, spires, and hoodoos created from eroded volcanic ash. The overlook at Masai Point is one of the best places to view these interesting rock formations. We only have a day here in Chiricahua, so we picked a trail to do called Echo Canyon Trail. This is one of the most popular ones in the park, and it leads to a place called the Grottoes, some really fun rock formations, and Will's doing so well after having just been off of a stomach bug, so we're trying to take it slow for his sake, and bless his heart, he wants to try and talk to everybody on the trail, and he just doesn't have much.
My voice is, not the greatest. A little thin and a little raspy.
Hey, can you tell
right
I've been
now.
in the South? I just said bless his heart.
Bless my heart.
With altitudes ranging from 5,000 to over 7,000 feet, this place is notably cooler and wetter than the surrounding land. Even so, summers here can be extremely hot, making winter one of the best times to visit.
Grottoes. This way.
These are the grottos.
It's so cool how it's like portals in a way.
Yeah, all these cool rock formations, and they have these windows that look out over the landscape.
But there's one downside.
What?
It's super windy.
So windy and cold.
I'm trying to keep myself up in a little ball so I will stay warm.
So this trail is kind of kicking our butts. It's been a few months since we have done a legitimate hike, and this one's going to wind up being pretty close to 4 miles with about 400 feet of elevation gain, but it's so worth it. It's so beautiful.
Yes, it is.
I'm proud of Will because he's still recovering and he's kind of moving a little slowly, but he's moving. This park kind of reminds us a little bit of a blend between Big Bend National Park and Bryce Canyon National Park. The difference about this place is there are no crowds. There's almost nobody here. We like the peace and quiet.
Yes, we do.
a hoodoo right behind you.
What?
It's Valentine's Day, Kaylee. Hoodoo you love. Who do you love? Your daddy.
That's my girl.
This has been a hard trail.
This has been tough, and the thing is if we were all in, normal, healthy condition,
Right.
whatever, it would be fine. But we're all recovering from various ailments. But the trail itself is not too bad, but it's totally worth it. It's so awesome here.
After being sick and just not knowing if we would even get to come visit this monument, if we'd even get to do this part of the trip,
It's wonderful.
it makes you more thankful whenever, everybody gets well enough to at least enjoy the time that we had planned here. So we're extra thankful to be here today.
Well, that trail was awesome, but it kicked our tails.
And that's not normal for a 4-mile hike,
No.
but we're out of shape. And we're at what, 5,000 feet elevation?
I think actually closer to
6.
6,000 feet.
Yeah, so, that's a lot higher than Mississippi.
Yeah.
But it was worth it.
So cool.
So glad we
So
did
cool.
the whole loop. It was an awesome, awesome national monument. Remember, guys, look outside the national parks. Find things that are kind of out of the way, off the beaten path a little. What'd you think of it?
Good until the end.
Until the end, then she was...
I would agree.
Just off the main scenic road is the Organ Pipe Formation, a group of tall parallel rock columns that resemble the pipes of an organ. After a full day of exploring Chiricahua, we hitched up and continued to our next camping spot just north of Tucson.
Good morning, and I've mostly got my voice back.
Yay!
Feels good to be back in the land of the living. For a little while there, I was like, I don't know. But we are camping on some Bureau of Land Management, or BLM land, about 30 minutes or so northwest of Tucson. And for those of you that don't know, BLM land is all over the West, and you can dry camp or boondock on that land for free for up to 14 days.
And people here are taking advantage of that. We have a lot of neighbors here.
Absolutely. And it's beautiful out here. Even though it's desert and, kind of desolate in a way, it also has its desert beauty. We have some cool neighbors. Quite a few saguaro cacti actually around here.
Yeah, and that's why we came to the Tucson area mostly, because Saguaro National Park is here. It's divided into 2 separate sections, the east side and the west side, and we decided to do the west side mostly because there was free camping out here, and the trails in the park are a little bit shorter than the ones on the east side, and after our 4-mile hike yesterday, we want
beat.
something easy today.
Yeah, we're still recovering our energy levels and all of that,
Yeah.
and long distance hikes are just not in the mix today. Thankfully, it's still pretty cool though. It was 37 degrees last night, and we slept really well because of that. But
Got my jacket on this morning, but with the sun being out today, I think we're going to be shedding that pretty soon.
Yeah, I've already shed my coat this morning, so let's get out there and do some cacti exploring.
Saguaro National Park covers over 90,000 acres and is part of the Sonoran Desert. The park's namesake, the saguaro, is the largest cactus found in the United States.
I feel like my brain is just overrun with information. That was one of the best visitor centers we've ever been to. The rangers were super knowledgeable, and we are just blown away by, 20 minutes we've been in this park already.
We just had no idea there were this many saguaros. They said there are 1.5 million saguaros here, and it's just a forest. And you don't realize, or at least I didn't, how tall so many of these are until you're here. I mean, lots of these are 30, 40, 50 feet tall. They live to be really old. I mean, 200, 250 years, some of them. And they don't start growing their branches.
Well, they call them arms.
Until they're at least 50 years old.
50 to 75 years
old. So when you're seeing these that have lots and lots of branches, I mean, they're easily 100 plus years old. But there are so many other cacti here. They said there are over 600 different plant species that grow in the national park, plus tons of birds, reptiles. It's such a cool place, and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful.
The Sonoran Desert is a harsh environment, but the saguaros are well equipped to thrive here. These giants have accordion-like folds that expand after rain, allowing them to store water during periods of drought. Their spines can grow up to 3 inches in length and protect them from animals that might want to take a bite. Saguaro's roots are shallow and spread outward from the base so they can absorb maximum water after rain. While they only grow 1.5 inches in their first 8 years, once they are fully grown, they can weigh up to 6 tons. That's more than our fifth wheel.
So these branches are usually called arms. Most of them are pointed up, but some of them are down. But this one kind of can't decide what he wants to do. Pretty funny.
That saguaro over there, he's going, "Peace out, dude."
Yeah, that saguaro kind of has its arms around the other one.
Aww.
They're in love.
Aw, how sweet.
The Valley View Overlook Trail is an easy hike that leads to panoramic views of the Avra Valley and Tucson Mountains.
Back in 2021, when we took our first extended RV trip in our little Winnebago, Kaylee was 6 years old, and we decided on that trip we were going to start training her to love hiking. So we started a little sticker chart, and for every mile that she hiked, we put a sticker. Yeah, we put a sticker on the chart, and for every 5 miles that she hiked, we got some kind of a hiking bonus. And it was either a little toy or a special piece of candy or something like that. It just helped to keep her motivated to hike. And at the end of that 3-week trip, this 6-year-old girl had hiked 35 miles. And as a reward for hiking all of that, she got Hiker. This is a mountain lion. She got Hiker in Olympic National Park. And ever since then, she has really enjoyed hiking. We have decided to put a goal for the year 2025. This is a new calendar year.
To hike 225 miles.
We figured 2,025 miles was a bit much, so we just dropped one of the digits. And it's a huge goal, but we have a lot of hiking planned for the year. A lot of our destinations for our trips are places where you can do some pretty major hiking. And we want this to be something we work together as a family. So cheer us on if you think this is something we can do. We will keep you posted as the year goes on with what our total count for mileage is. We're already at over 5 miles, and it's day 2, so you know we're set to do this.
Maybe.
We ate our lunch way out in the bright sun, but if you can score this picnic shelter, it's pretty awesome.
Hiker, when will you learn? Don't touch the cactus.
Well, we're wrapping up our time here in Saguaro. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. The heat has shown up and the crowds have shown up. We have had our fill of all things cactus related. It's been super awesome. Kaylee has just loved it. Word to the wise, watch where you step. I was trying to get a shot and set up the tripod, and I stepped to the side to get in the shot and pricked my leg on a prickly pear, and let me tell you, that does not feel good. So we've stopped on our way out of the park for Will to fly the drone a little bit, get some shots of the cacti from up above. So just so you guys know, we are not in the national park right now. He's aware of all these rules and we do abide by those. Totally recommend coming if you have a day. We are getting ready to leave our boondocking spot here on the BLM close to Tucson. We are headed west toward California this morning, but we have one more stop that we want to make in the Tucson area. This one is for Kaylee. If you know anything about her, you know she loves animals, so I found a really fun looking exotic petting zoo / feeding zoo. I mentioned yesterday that we used to do the little sticker chart and we used to give her a little hiking bonus every 5 miles. We don't do that anymore because she's older, but we do try to plan some fun little experiences along the way that are kind of just for her.
The Rooster Cogburn Ostrich Ranch is a third-generation family-owned ranch that opened in 1999. They have since added other adorable critters, making it a must-do experience for all kids at heart.
So according to the workers, the donkeys think they get all the feed, but they don't. So we're gonna have to be stingy. Oh!
Slimy!
Very slimy. We're gonna have to sanitize not only the hands, but all the camera equipment when we're done with this.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Oh, Mom, you got
They like you.
That's a lot of green.
Things you do for your kids. No, it's not just for Kaylee. This is fun.
You are so cute.
Is it worth it?
To do what?
To kiss the goats?
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing it either.
Okay. Hold one piece of feed and make the goats work for it. Watch their lips quivering in anticipation.
Oh boy.
Don't do it!
Okay.
I have to have if you do this.
Feel his breath. I can't believe I just did that.
I can't believe you did that either. Good job.
I'll try it. There you go, Kaylee. Good job. You're a good goat.
How's that for a goat kiss?
Very weird.
Ostriches are pretty weird looking when you're up close to them, at least. They don't seem like the nicest of birds either.
Okay. You'll never regret it.
Come on, girl.
Nice
you
and
can do
flat.
it. Hold it up.
Go.
There you go.
Good job.
There you go.
I did it.
See, we told you could do it.
I'm not kissing you. I'm not kissing you.
Is this an inappropriate time to say that rabbits are actually delicious? I've had them. They are really good. But they are cute too. Ducks are also quite delicious.
Would you stop with eating the animals?
I don't want to eat these animals, just animals like these animals.
Get it, dude. Oh,
Wow.
he was hungry. Thank you.
Wow.
This is so cool. You're loud.
They say these rainbow lorikeets actually don't make good pets, and one of the reasons is they need a ton of liquid nectar every day. They said that for their weight, it's like a human being eating nearly 500 cheeseburgers every day. That is an insane amount of food.
They are going to vacuum it off your hand. And so I figure a full palm gives them a nice surface to really suck that off of your hand.
Oh my goodness, they're slimy.
Slimy?
Oh, they're so slimy.
Picacho Peak State Park is just behind the ranch, and while we didn't get to visit it this time, we enjoyed the views of this 3,000-foot mountain. Join us down the road as we head to the Golden State and discover the unique trees, rocks, and spines of Joshua Tree National Park. And until next time, enjoy your journey.